So for the past decade, we've had our teacher training program at mang'Oh, and we thought it was such an important component to add to the offerings that we have at the studio. You know, it gives our students a chance to dig deeper, to really understand what they're doing on the mat when they come to the studio. We go, pose by pose and really understand why we do all of these postures, why they're in the certain sequence that they're in, how we put it all together, and why we do the things that we do. And then we go even further. We get to dig into the philosophy of yoga, everything beyond the mat. We dig into meditation and the breath work. We read the texts. It's an intensive and rigorous training, but it's such a beautiful unfolding. So what's really great is that we have these groups of about 10 people every year, and what's so exciting is that it's this group of people that come together that are from all different walks of life, different countries, different ethnicities, different career paths, different family backgrounds. So many different people come together, and we're in this really special little container where we learn together. We have students that come because they simply want to deepen their own practice and try and understand what they're doing on their mat and why it makes them feel so good. Right? And then we have other students that are exploring the idea of having a career change, of actually becoming a full-time yoga teacher. And then we have others that are doing it because they maybe want to do a little of both. They're not ready to make a huge career change, but maybe they want to share the practice of yoga because it's been so impactful on their own lives. So many people ask me, do I have to be able to do a headstand before I come to teacher training? Or so many people ask me, how advanced do I need to be in my asana practice? The only requirements that we have is that you have a willingness to learn and an enthusiasm and a support for your other peers. That's all we really need. So we have this incredible team that we've pulled together to create the teacher training program. We have 4 instructors that are the mentors and the main teachers, right? Some of our most senior teachers at mang'Oh that have been teaching for decades, and they are your resource. And then we have lots of specialty teachers come in. So we have an anatomy teacher coming in. We have an expert that comes in for restorative yoga and yin yoga. We have a Sanskrit expert who comes in to teach the mantra and the chanting portion. So we have all these wonderful resources for our teacher trainees, and it creates a really beautiful curriculum. So we have about 5 weekends where we're in the studio, we're working hard there in the city. Another special and unique component of the mang'Oh Yoga teacher training is that we get to go on retreat. So we work on the asanas, we work on breath work, we work on meditation, we talk about the business of yoga, the business side, how we become, if you choose to have yoga as a career, how you make that transition. We talk about mantra and chanting and vibration. We dig into chakras and subtle body. And then we do a lot of practice teaching, a lot of reviewing of piecing together the postures and working on the transitions and the creation of class. And then in the evenings, we get to work on more of the philosophy again. So it's a really lovely, intimate time where we circle around and really discuss the deeper aspects of why we do the things that we do on our yoga mat. And then we finally wrap up with these weekends at home and the retreat away, and we start to work on some independent study. So you're given homework, written assignments, reading assignments. You get a chance to have study buddies that you team up with and practice teach with. You're given a mentor teacher, which is an incredible resource that you get to utilize. We have observation classes, assisting classes, and then we finally wrap up with a final exam. It culminates into your final class that you teach your peers. It's a beautiful program. It brings out your greatest gifts, and it tests you with some great challenges. It's very vigorous and intense, but the rewards are incredible. Your 200-hour teacher training is just the beginning. The yoga practice is a lifetime of learning. It's a lifetime journey and endeavor. And this is just your opportunity to understand what you need to do to begin.